Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. And the big night has arrived. I would say there are going to be plenty of big nights from now till the end of the season because literally every match we play is a knockout match. So it's not that one match is bigger than the other, but this is the trophy that we have always strived to win, especially in the recent seasons. The one trophy that is missing from our cabinet. I mean, it's not that I would love to have the Champions League trophy. That is for sure. And whoever disagrees with it is obviously lying. They would love to have the Champions League trophy, but I'm not the one who will feel that if Pep doesn't win the Champions League, is a failure, or if we don't win the Champions League this year, we are a failure, or that's kind of a stuff is nonsense. Especially in knockout games, there are so many variables that you can't control. The only thing today is we got to go there and give our best. No silly mistakes, no bogging down under pressure. Express yourself, play completely as per your qualities. Express yourself to the utmost you can. Give your best, I would say. Whatever will happen because this is knockout football and anything can happen. Last season we have seen football can be such a cruel game. Real Madrid, we almost were perfect for 180 minutes. They just had to be perfect for 3 minutes, and they went on and won the entire thing. So when it has to happen, it will happen. The only thing you can do is just go out there and give your best, perform consistently, season after season, and I think people forget that it's just we have been consistently in the Champions League only for 10 years, and we are facing clubs like Bayern last season, Real Madrid, uh, teams who have been in this competition for what, since the 1960s, 1970s, since 40, 50, 60 years. So we have to remember that it takes getting used to the later stages of knockout competition like this. So we have to be patient with the squad. Whatever happens in this leg. It's a damn difficult tie, and the only thing I want from our team is to just give everything they have in this. That's all. I know I'm not speaking here about tactics. I'm not speaking here about which personal Pep has picked, which personal he has left out, why is Mahrez not playing. Instead, I'm speaking here about the personality, the character. That is what gets you through in these knockout games, because at these later stages, especially in the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and the finals, the other team is as talented as you. In at these stages of the Champions League, the other team is as skillful as you. Then what will separate both of you? It's the personality, it's the character. That is one thing. Monaco round of 16, why we went out? It's not because Monaco had more skilled players than us. Character. Last season, why we went out? Character. We couldn't. Personality. We couldn't withstand that extreme pressure. That is something you learn as you year on year get to these stages of the competition. So I think character and personality are the two things I'll actually look at this stage of the season, and we'll see how it goes. Bayaji is here. Hey Bayaji, how are you feeling ahead of this super tense game against Bayern Munich? Bayaji says, why no Walker against the likes of Sane, Nabry, and Coman? The only reason is, Pep said in a press conference that Walker cannot play in the system. So I think if Walker had to play, Pep had to switch back to a back four. And I think if we switch back to a back four, the thing is, Haaland is not the best in dropping into the midfield and playing that sort of a thing, right? So you play Walker, you give up midfield position to Bayern Munich, Joshua Kimmich, Jamal Musiala, all of those players will come into the middle. I think that is the reason why Pep has opted to play with this two pivot system with John Stones over there, I think. And also the second thing is, apart from the numerical advantage in the midfield, I think you also get a ball progression, someone who can progress the ball. Because you play with a back four, then that would mean that, with Walker in it, that would mean that Rodri and alongside Rodri, someone like a Gundogan or a De Bruyne have to drop back to progress the ball. So, which would mean that one less player attacking wise up front. I think playing Stones, I know it has pros and cons playing Stones, but playing Stones would mean Stones could take up the role of progressing the ball. And the second advantage I think of playing Stones is you literally have five defensive players there, three at the back and Rodri and Stones. So you have five people who will defend at the back, and you literally have five people who can go on and attack in the front. So it's almost a five defense, five attack. I think that is why Pep has gone with this formation. Bayaji says, so this is a new formation and best 11 until end of the season. Of course, Mahrez and Bernardo swapping. I think that was expected. I think Bernardo and Mahrez swapping, and I think that is a good thing because Bernardo has more work rate, and I think he did the same thing against Leipzig as well. And he put in Bernardo in place of Mahrez, and I think this is the same team which played Leipzig as well. And in the press conference after that Leipzig match, when we smashed them for 7 goals, Pep Guardiola told that I'm sorry guys, I know more than all of you people on social media and everything. We have the information and we have gone with this formation to counter dominance in midfield, to cut off the channels which Leipzig have on the left hand side. So I think you could see a similar scenario here with why he's playing Bernardo and he's playing John Stones in the midfield. Now the downside to that is Bayaji, like you mentioned in your first comment, if someone like Coleman or someone goes down and Alfonso Davis, they go down John Stone's side, they go down a right hand side. I'm again doubting, can John Stone, does John Stones have the pace to get at them? No. So I think this game will almost be who blinks first. This game will almost be who makes that mistake in the midfield first. This game will almost be decided by who commits the mistake on. I mean, this game will be decided by one thing. It will be that whose shape is better in transition. When Bayern Munich transition, what is our shape? I think since Pep came, I mean even before Pep, but since Pep came in the Champions League 2016 to now, I think one reason why we have been knocked out in the Champions League is you take out any match, Tottenham Hotspur 2019 with Heung-min Son scoring 2 goals. You take out Lyon being knocked out 3-1 with two counter-attacking goals. Monaco counter-attacking goals. Liverpool counter-attacking goals. You pick up any match, and the one reason why we went out was lack of a good shape in transition. You know, when the ball turns over, we have always been found with our centre backs playing 1v1s or 2v1s or something like that. I think this season Pep has wanted to address that, and I think that is the reason why he's put Stones alongside Rodri. I think just to preserve that shape so that when the counter attack comes, we are like in a perfect shape to defend it. Vinay says on TV they have shown 3-2-4-1 formation. There's no lack of pace and energy in Bayern's 11. It's going to be a thrilling game, Vinay. It's going to be a thrilling game. But I think apart from all of the tactics and everything, I think shape is going to be absolutely key, especially on the turnover of Bayern. And knowing Thomas Tuchel, I think Thomas Tuchel, I'll not be surprised if Tuchel just sits back and then hits us on the break. So I think when you lose the ball, the shape, the best teams who have gone on to win this competition have always had that shape. They've always had great shape when they concede that turnover. It's in your bad moments. How do you defend that will decide whether we go forward or we go out actually. I think it was in 2014, I think, when Pellegrini was still managing us in a Champions League match against Juventus, I think in the group stage. One of my friends then back then told me that City will never win the Champions League like this. And I was like, what the hell are you talking? We are growing as a team and we can win. He told, your shape is not right. Your shape is not right at all. Well, in transition, shape is important. And until 2014 to now, I think this is the moment we've realized that how good a thing, how big a part shape actually plays in, winning these knockout matches. Nasir is here. Yo, come on, what game this is gonna be? This is Bayern Munich versus, Man City versus Bayern Munich, Nasir. It's gonna be an exciting end-to-end game. JSK says Pep out, enough is enough. Ederson out. I know JSK why you want Pep out because he didn't bring in Ortega for Ederson. Vinay says 2-1 win is useless. At least two goals go. At least need two goal difference going to Allianz. That is true, Vinay. I've read in a lot of places on the social media and stuff as well that we at least need two goals going to Allianz Arena. But then again, I think we cannot imagine always to have such a question, especially when playing against big teams. That is the kind of nerve this competition demands. Even if you go with a draw, or even if you go one goal down to the Allianz Arena, do you have the belief that you can beat Bayern Munich there? I think that is what can help you win this competition. So I think as long as we think that we need two goal cushions, three goal cushions, obviously that is good. I want a two goal cushion at least, but I think we need to be ready for any eventuality. We need to be ready for anything, even if it's a one goal cushion, even if it's a draw, or even if we are behind by so many goals. I think we need to back ourselves to go to the Allianz Arena and get the job done. The match is almost going to start. It's tense. I'm tense, but not as tense as I was against Real Madrid last season, or maybe or against PSG probably the season before, or all of that. Maybe I think even as fans, as year on year you get to these later stages of the competition, you get to the quarterfinals, you get to the semi-finals year on year. I just think you get used to it, just like players do. That's why I think Pep Guardiola always says it's more than winning the competition. It's about getting used to those later stages, quarterfinals, semi-finals, quarterfinals, semi-finals. That's where all the big teams are. Quarterfinals, semi-finals at least. Bayern just says every season in the Champions League there's uncertainty about formation or lineup. When the lineup came, there was a discussion on one of the Reddit forums of Man City, and you know what most people were commenting? They were commenting, Pep didn't change the lineup. What is he smoking? So people are actually surprised that Pep didn't tinker with the lineup. I mean, this season, I'm feeling that at this point of time, we do not have injuries, and our lineup is at least settled down. And I mean, the formation is at least settled down. Rahul says Chilwell renew contract. Yes, Rahul, I've seen that Chilwell has signed a 2 year extension. I mean, now I don't know whether I have to be happy with it or sad with it, because we had a genuine interest in Ben Chilwell. That is true, and but again, Ben Chilwell is someone who cannot defend. Is a great attacking fullback, but he's injury prone. He cannot defend. So I think it's for our good that he has signed a new contract. So there's someone from Melbourne City FC that we are tracking actually. A fullback, a left back we're tracking. His name is, I don't know. It starts with Don or something. It starts with that. He's a Melbourne City FC player, and we're tracking him actually. And he's said to be the standout player in the Australian League One. So Gundogan is the captain. Gundogan is shaking hands with his Bayern Munich counterpart. This referee, by the way, news about this referee is this referee has a record of giving at least on an average 5 to 6 yellow cards. And he has a notorious record of giving red cards. This referee is said to be very aggressive, so that will be interesting. They're showing the Bayern lineup. My God, it's just filled with pace. Davis, Delef, Tupamecano, Pavard, Kimmich, Goretzka, Sane, Musiala, Coman, and Serge Gnabry as a striker. It's going to be a battle of. I mean, more than a battle, it's going to be an indication of how far we have come in this competition. Not just this year. I'm telling the progression under Pep from 2016 to now. It's going to be an indication of how far we have come in terms of competing with teams like this, with your Bayern Munich, with your Real Madrids. Last season we went out to Madrid, and that was an indication that probably that little bit of an inch we were not there, that little bit we lacked. So this season, let us see how far we have come. JSK is very straight. Yes, JSK is very straight, and the match is almost about to kick off. How are you guys feeling? On this night at the Etihad, the atmosphere just seems electric, and the match is kicked off. Bayern are already going with long balls. Akanji is there. Akanji is there to defend. That's a poor clearance from Manuel Akanji. Erling Haaland does extremely well there to get to the ball. Jack Grealish does extremely well to skip away from a couple of challenges, and the ball is slightly overhit from Kevin De Bruyne. It's unlike Kevin De Bruyne. City are actually piling on the pressure on Bayern Munich here. Nathan Ake is forward. Nathan. Shape is going to be the key. Shape is going to be the extreme key here. Ilkay Gundogan. Manuel Akanji. That's a mistake from Bernardo Silva over there. That's a mistake from Bernardo Silva. It is mistakes like these. That's well defended. That's very well defended. I think it's Ruben Diaz. That's excellent defending from Ruben Diaz over there. The turnover, and here the shape was very good on the turnover. We had people back to defend. But the cross from De Bruyne, he at least should have hit it. There was Haaland and there was Grealish on the back post. City occupied that back post early on. I just thought that De Bruyne should have done better that first attack. A ball released down the wing, and Erling Haaland beaten to the ball by Upamecano, I think. Vinay says that was a poor pass from Grealish. Exactly, the pass from Grealish was also poor actually. But the way Grealish actually dribbled was through the Bayern defense was actually very good. Grealish looks so nice when he's coming into the midfield with the ball and stuff. He looks so lively. Because in the earlier part of the season, what we saw was Grealish was being made to stick to that left wing, and he didn't like it. He's someone who likes to pick the ball up and he likes to come forward. Bernardo Silva should be careful. He gave away a turnover there. Akanji almost with a mistake. You can't make a mistake here. Mistakes are not allowed. Nathan Ake there. Ilkay Gundogan. John Stones in the midfield. Manuel Akanji. Manuel! It was almost a mix-up between Akanji and Edison. Nathan Ake, Bayern are like pressing absolutely high. They're pressing very high. We know that Thomas Tuchel's teams can be very, very compact, especially defensively. I know they lost against Freiburg in the DFB Pokal, but if you see the goals they conceded, one was a long range bullet shot and another was a penalty. So you can't read much into that. Those things can happen. Jack Grealish on the ball. City are dealing with the Bayern press very well, at least till now. Bernardo Silva is making the run, but easy offside. Bernardo Silva versus Alfonso Davis. Good pass infield to Gundogan. Rodri does well. Give it to Grealish. Rodri, give it to Grealish. Jack Grealish. City are keeping the ball well here, at least in the first 4-5 minutes. The angle was almost an impossible angle for Erling Haaland over there. But the way City treated the play there was excellent. It was just wonderful. The angle, if Erling Haaland scored from that angle, I think Bayern team would just leave, drop the match and return home because that was an impossible angle for Erling Haaland to score from. Rodri does extremely well under pressure. Very well done under pressure. Bernardo Silva. Bayern are just sucking the life out of us with their press. But one thing I would say is we have done extremely well to manage it. Ruben Diaz, the centre backs have to be very careful to draw on the Bayern players. They're excellent pressers. Napri, Sane, Coman, all of them press very well. Edison, this is an indication, a matter of where we have come, indication of how far we have come in this competition through the years, not just this season I'm telling about. It's going to be a very tight game. It's going to be a game decided by simple things, simple mistakes. It's a game that's going to be decided by quality. It's a game that's going to be decided by mentality. That through ball was almost through, but again, look at the shape. I'm having an eye on the shape, and the shape was just excellent from City over there. John Stones, Manuel Akanji, Edison, Manuel Akanji, Ruben Diaz, Rodri. Rodri is just being put under so much pressure. Manuel Akanji, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva does extremely well to get away from Alfonso Davis. Ah, what a ball. You wanted Haaland to be at the end of that ball and not Gundogan there. Almost the cross, the situation which City would have practiced all week long was that. But you just wanted Haaland to be at the end of that and not Gundogan. City lose the ball again, but John Stones is there to intercept. Rodri, Nathan Ake, it's actually Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz and Ake actually swapped for a minute there. Haaland, Erling! That is the turnover. That is the turnover. That is the turnover of which we need to be very careful. Maintain the shape on turnovers. The shape is going to be so critical on turnovers, guys. Shape on the turnover. The shape was again excellent. Wonderful shape on turnover. Fantastic shape. They forced Bayern back without doing any defending, and that is the hallmark of a great defensive unit. Not a team with great star defenders, but a great defensive unit. If you can force the other team back with just your organization and shape. Erling, you need to press more. Erling, the energy needs to be more. Bayern are slowly progressing the ball. We need to be careful of their sudden burst of pace. 1v1s, 1v1s. Do not allow Sane, Coman and Napri to get 1v1. That's wonderful interception. That's wonderful interception. Ah, that's a foul. The ref has not given a foul. I thought that was a foul. But probably Bernardo should have just passed it to Gundogan. It was a difficult pass because the turnover over there would have made it extremely difficult. That's a free kick to Bayern, I think. Kevin De Bruyne, City are pressing in a 4-4-2 shape here. The shape and structure from City are very good actually, but Bayern are playing out well from the back. That's a ball over the top. We need to be careful of that. That's the transition. That's the transition. Stay back in shape. Stay back in shape. That's the transition. That's the transition. Stay back in shape. That's the transition. There's the runner. That's very well done. That was an awkward shot. I think it was from Alfonso Davis, but that is where City did whatever they could in that defensive action. That is that. Probably could have been a little bit calm and composed on the ball, but apart from that, we cut off all of the shooting angles, the passing angles for Bayern. Just 10 minutes, but Eddie, do not make mistakes like you did against Tottenham, for example. That was a foul. Jack Grealish is a master of these. That was a foul. Rodri, Edison, Akanji with the ball. Edison there again. We do not need to take. I mean, yes, you need to take that risk because if you just play the ball upfield, I think it will come back faster to you. So so I think that risk which it is taking by playing out from the back is needed. But I just wish we don't overdo it. Until now, the first 11 minutes we have been excellent. But like we have seen in that Real Madrid tie, it just only takes a moment. It only takes just a moment for the complexion of the tie to change. Nathan Ake, Edison, Ruben Diaz. City are concentrating on finding the spare man, and I think the spare man is infield. Akanji is out of position there. Guys, rush back. The referee is just allowing the match to flow. He's just doing an excellent job over there. He's just allowing the match to flow. City win the ball back. That's aggressive. That's really aggressive to win the ball back. It's really good aggression from Rodri over there. John Stones, Ruben Diaz. That's very well done. He switched it to Bernardo Silva out wide. I think that was a foul on Bernardo Silva, but the ref Haaland almost pushed the goalkeeper with the ball into the goal. That would have been a sight to behold if Sommer went with the ball into the goal. But City are now counter pressing Bayern well. They are counter pressing Bayern really well. Look at what Haaland did with the press on the goalkeeper. It was legitimate. It was not a foul or something which Haaland did. City with the throw in. And I think it's Bayern's throw now. No, it's City's throw, I think. It's a free kick to Bayern. I thought that was, yeah, that was a foul from Grealish, but it's touch and go. I know he got the man and he never got the ball, Jack Grealish. So that's touch and go actually. And Bayern are looking to thread those through balls actually. So we need to maintain the shape. Need to be careful of that. That's a foul on Rodri over there. All the Bayern players also knew it as well. And it's raining. It's typical Manchester rain. It's raining at the Etihad. The ball will zip through even faster. We need to be careful of those through balls, and that's a ball given away. A foul needs to be committed there. You just cannot allow Bayern to run away with the ball like that. Bernardo Silva does extremely well to get the ball. Akanji does extremely well, and that's a throw in for Bayern. I don't know who gave the ball away blind pass in the midfield over there. That's so dangerous. That's the worst thing you can do in a match like this. Just maintain the shape, guys. Maintain the shape. That's all. City's shape is almost a 4-4-2 when we're defending, and I think John Stone. Nothing. 1v1. That's a very good ball. That's excellent defending. Manuel Akanji over there, 1v1s, and his. Okay, it's considered a throw in, but that's very good defending from Manuel Akanji over there. Very good defending. I think it's against Leroy Sané. Alfonso Davies with the throw in. Bayern dominating. We just need to stick to our guns and be very careful. Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland trying to press. I think there have been a few risky touches. I won't say complacent, but few risky touches on the, especially in the back line. Jack Grealish, Nathan Ake. I probably think it would be clever for Edison to try a ball over the top just for Haaland, just to push that Bayern defense little bit back, just to push that Bayern press a little bit back, because press is just becoming more and more intense. And what a switch that is. The switch didn't find Jack Grealish. Found Jack Grealish. That would have been a wonderful switch. It's a foul by Nathanake. I didn't think it was a foul. It was the Bayern attacker Coman who was holding Nathanake, and it was not the other way around. But at least the first few decisions by this referee have gone Bayern's way. So that's again very well done by Bernardo Silva, and it's a City throw in. Maybe it's taken a nick of Alfonso Davis. Bernardo Silva, at least until this moment, has done very well to keep Alfonso Davis quiet. Nathan Ake. Great switch to. It's about Bernardo Silva. I almost thought that was a great switch to Bernardo Silva over there. It's just a matter of inches, just a matter of moments, just a matter of centimeters. Bernardo Silva. Ah! That's a corner for City, but what a cross from Kevin De Bruyne. Those are the moments that we need to create. What a cross from Kevin De Bruyne over there. He almost crossed it from no space. And it was again Ikai Gundogan over there. He probably needed an Erling Haaland on that to make something of it. But Kevin De Bruyne with a corner. The corner is not at all good as usual. It wasn't good in the Southampton match as well. And conceded a counter attack from the corner. Why are we so shit at these set pieces, especially corners? I can never understand. Ah, Erling! That was a chance, Erling. That was a chance. Striker of your quality with the form you're in, you should hit that, Erling. That was a chance. Haaland. It was 1v1 as well for Erling Haaland. Ah, I know he went for that one touch finish, but he never generated enough power on that, and now Bayern come. Well defended from us. And but what a chance for Haaland over there. What a chance for Haaland. Need to finish them off, Erling. Need to finish them off. What a chance. I'll just say it all night. You have to finish chances like these. I mean, for Haaland standard, that's one of his easier chances. And it was on his favourite left foot as well. Nothing, 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 nothing. That's a City throw. Well defended, Nathan Ake. Very well defended, 1v1 against Kingsley Coman. Ake is doing an excellent job over there. Jan Sommer with playing out from the back. City are not pressing the goalkeeper of Bayern Munich at all. The counter presses. I mean, City are choosing moments to go on that counter press. That's interesting for me. Sometimes they're pressing, sometimes they're not. Now City are a bit passive. We are not pressing at all, but it's a 4-4-2 shape with both De Bruyne and Haaland pressing. But Bayern are almost playing with the back three, so there's always a space center back. Track the runner, track the runner, track the bloody runner, Manuel Akanji. That's a goal kick. That's very well done. Tracking the runners is so important, and we've been doing extremely well in terms of tracking the runners. Extends, guys, extends. It's not going either way. Extends. Edison with semi-long kick, I would say. Jack Grealish does well to control the ball. Grealish to Ake. Ake back to Edison. That's a mistake. It's a mistake from Kevin De Bruyne. That's a mistake. What a block from Ruben Diaz. What a block that is from Ruben Diaz. What a block from Ruben Diaz that is. Wonderful defending. Ruben Diaz in the press conference told we'll give our everything, and that is what you give. Wonderful, wonderful defending from Ruben Diaz there. Just slid on the floor and just blocked it. Bayern are on attacking mode here. Again, what a poor pass. That was from Kevin. Not a pass, but poor touch from Kevin De Bruyne, I think, of all people. Look at Ruben Diaz over there. Jamal Musiala with the shot, and it was going in if not for Ruben Diaz. City have green space ahead now, and it's Kevin De Bruyne. And he's laid it off to Jack Grealish. Grealish to Gundogan. Gundogan to Rodri. Rodri to Bernardo Silva. They're doubling up on Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's had a few loose touches, not his best game, but defensively he's been very good. I must say that. What a ball from Bernardo Silva over there. Rodri does very well to Schmidt. And that's a goal! Rodri scores! Rodri scores! What a goal! What a goal that is! Rodri scores! Rodri, you beauty! That too of his weak foot, I think. It's Godfrey, Villa. It's Godfrey, you're right. And it's of his weak foot as well, right? It's of his left foot. What a strike that is. It's of his weak left foot as well. What a strike by Rodri. What a strike that is. Let me see it. I think it's of his weak left foot as well, right? Yeah, it's of his weak left foot. It's of his weaker foot as well. What a strike that was from Rodri. I mean, I just have to salute his audacity, the curl on it. My God, Rodri, why don't you take free kicks from next time for City? Wow, what a curl on it, right? If you've seen the replay, it just goes from the outside and then it just bends on the inside. What a strike that is from Rodri over there. Wow. Still, guys, that is not done at all. It's nothing. It's nothing right now. We just need to keep our defensive shape and go on defending. Just need to go and do it. That's very well pinched by Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, and it's a throw in for City. That's the best he could have got over there. Good presence of mind from Kevin De Bruyne. We are in a good moment here and we need to make the best of it. Ah, referee blows his whistle and City get back to shape. That's a throw in for City. Well done. We just need to be careful about those Bayern attackers, dribbling, twinkling feet, all of those things. Just need to be careful about that. Look at Pep Guardiola. Just so animated. He's dictating it like He's directing an orchestra or a symphony. City players want an offside over there. That's very well defended. Come on, Bernardo, go and help him. That's very well done. The shape's been excellent, forcing Bayern Munich back. That's given back to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish does extremely well to get away. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland does extremely well to find Kevin De Bruyne. Grealish should have gone for the shot, I think there. Grealish should have gone for the shot there. Just should have tested the goalkeeper, you never know. That's a foul in favor of Man City. Very well done, Bernardo under pressure. Three players were bloody pressing him. Just maintain the shape, guys. Maintain the shape. Maintain that defensive hunger. When the defensive hunger dies, that is when you get out of the game. Real Madrid, why we lost? The defensive hunger died at the end. Maintain the defensive hunger, guys. What a run! What a run! That was so close from Ilkay Gundogan, but what a run and what a ball from Manuel Akanji to pick out Ilkay Gundogan. That little bit of, not innocence, but that little bit of mischief as Peter Dury described Ilkay Gundogan in that Aston Villa performance last season, winning us the title. So that mischief from Gundogan was on display there, making that run. It was wonderful. Again, played through City's press. Where's the defensive shape, guys? Bernardo, run back, Bernardo, run back. The defensive shape is so crucial here. The defensive shape is so crucial here. Bernardo. That's very well done by Nathan Ake. What a great tracking of the run, Nathan. Erling Haaland. That's a foul on Erling Haaland and it's a free kick for City. Grealish took the free kick fast actually. But again, Kevin De Bruyne did very well to work it into that position. I just thought that Erling Haaland should have probably released the ball a little bit more quicker. Again, a bit of a risk, but you need to take that risk. I'll not tell that we should lump balls forward. That is not how we play. Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, wonderful. Where is Erling Haaland? Where is the cross? That was almost an open goal. That was almost an open goal, right? How did we miss? How did we miss that? That was almost an open goal. What a cross. Kevin De Bruyne, I know it was blocked, but little bit more height on it and it was 2-0 City. Ilkay. Gundogan knows it. It was almost an open goal. Gundogan knows it. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Bernardo should have just put the ball out or something like that. You just cannot give the ball to Bayern in situations like this when we are out. When we are out of bloody position. What a mistake from Bernardo. Just hope it doesn't cost us. That was very well done by Rodri. Wonderful defending by Rodri. But 2-0. That would have been Much different game there when if you Gundogan puts that in, because that was an open goal. I know it was in a volley and I know it was instantaneous, but just kick the bloody ball long, yes. Get back to shape, guys. Get back to shape. Get back to shape. Get back to shape, guys. Very well done by Manuela Kanji over there. Get back to shape, guys. We are allowing Bayern centre backs to have the ball. Thought really should have taken the ball over there. How are they? How are Bayern able to play so freely? That's kicked out because that was a silly pass, and there were no options for Grealish. I think that was, but anyway, just don't feel, just don't get into that nervous mode. We are playing very well right now. Just let us continue how we are playing, and it's a free kick for City over there. Snoz is here. Hey, Snoz, how are you doing? Are you watching the game? The moment we go into a shell, that's the moment we are done. These kind of games, that's why these kind of games, they demand a special personality, they demand a special attitude. That was a clear foul on Kevin De Bruyne, but I still come back to that Gundogan goal. Probably should have made it 2-0 Gundo. And that Haaland chance again. Kevin De Bruyne with the cross. Ah! I'm NB23, changed my account. Wow. Welcome to the channel, mate, then. Whom are you supporting today, by the way? That's very well done. The defensive work is just excellent, and Bayern need to take the free kick from behind. They've taken it from a much more advanced position. Yes, City can now regroup. Guys, defensive shape is so important in the tie. Nothing. 1v1. Well done. The defensive shape's been excellent for this first 39 or so minutes. This has been wonderful. But Bayern Munich have the ball now. Again. Bernardo, get close. Bernardo, get close. Bernardo, get close. That's wonderful tackle. That's an excellent tackle from Manuela Kanji. Wonderful tackle with the twinkling feet of Kingsley Coman. What a tackle that is, Manuela Kanji. Joshua Kimmich with the corner. Defensive positioning from Gundogan is excellent. I think it was Gundogan over there. Wonderful defensive positioning from Gundogan. Bayern go back to the goalkeeper. I think Kimmich is down. No, it's Mathis Delift who's down. I think yes, Mathis Delift is down with an injury. Don't know what happened there with him. Does not seem to be a contact injury. I just think he went down without much contact, but don't know what's happened there. But the first 41 minutes, what I thought was the defensive shape and everything's excellent. Nathan Ake's header over there is fantastic. I think it's Nicholas Sula who's coming on. Not sure who the other Bayern centre backs are. Nicholas Sula